to you. It's Relationships at Work, the leadership podcast helping you build workplace connection, improve culture, and avoid blind spots. I'm your host, Russel Lolacher, a communications and leadership expert with a couple of decades of experience in both those areas, and a whole heap of curiosity, just like you, on how we can make the workplace a better place. It's time once again for our mini episodes. These are just under 10 minutes, just quick, valuable bits of information to help your mindset for the week ahead. Maybe it's a reminder, maybe it's something you just need to hear right now. Timing is everything when it comes to leadership, as much as being prepared, as much as anything, really. And I hope this really hits you in the right way. Today's focus, I have a cure. I have the cure for saying yes. There's a part in the book Creativity Inc. that always sticks with me. I use it a lot when I'm explaining, what I'm about to talk to today. Ed Catmull, who's the author of the book and a co-founder of Pixar, pretty sure you've heard of them, he shares his popsicle stick story. I don't know if that's what he calls it, but that's what I'm calling it for the occasion today. His team had to put in a lot of work on each of the characters in an upcoming movie. Lots. Development, design, all of it. And also to animate them, right? To illustrate the work, Ed had a board display up in his office for each character, and each character had a swim lane filled with sequential popsicle sticks. And each of those popsicle sticks represented hours of work to develop, to animate, to maintain, to improve. Those were the hours that went into that particular, I guess we can call them projects. Each, right? Individual projects that make up the greater whole that is the movie. This, of course, is what it takes to create this film in physical form. These popsicle sticks were representing these hours of work. So anytime an executive would come into his office with an idea, right? You know what we should do? Oh, this sounds great. Maybe it's a new direction or another character they could possibly add. Ed would stop, point to the board and say, yes, absolutely. But then he would ask the executive where he would like to pull popsicle sticks from, i.e. hours of work to accommodate this new request. Because there's only so many hours in a day. There's so much work a team can do before they burn out, before they get overwhelmed. Quality will diminish as they, move into other directions. So he would point, hey, absolutely, I will do what you're asking. You're the executive. I'm certainly here to help you. But where do you want to take from? We can't make more work hours, so they had to do less of other things to make sure they would address the new asks. In every instance, the executive would look up at the board and the story that it was telling and say that, nope, we're fine, good, no, it's okay, actually, no, you guys keep doing what you're doing, and then the executive would walk out. Too often in leadership, we don't show our popsicle sticks. Instead, we just say yes. We convince ourselves that being collaborative means being endlessly available. That being a team player means taking on everything put in front of us. That supporting others means absorbing whatever comes our way, no matter the impact on our workload, our team, or our mental health. We don't want to be the leader others whisper about. He's difficult. She's not a team player. They're not willing to help. So we say yes, again and again and again. Yes to the extra responsibility that has no capacity attached to it. Yes to the quick favor that is neither quick nor really a favor. Yes to the organizational fire drill that becomes our fire to manage. And we tell ourselves, well, this is leadership. Here's the truth, though. We often skip this part. Leadership isn't saying yes to everything. Leadership is choosing when to say yes and being equally skilled, courageous, and respected for the times we say no. Because leadership includes doing two things at once. One, championing our team's potential through collaboration, openness, exploration, contribution. It's also defending our team's capacity by protecting their workload, shielding them from noise, and ensuring they can actually deliver the excellence that we're setting out to do. Both matter. Both are leadership. And neither can exist if we're constantly overcommitting out of fear of disappointing others or being seen as someone who doesn't want to work with the team, the organization. We're talking boundaries, people. A boundary doesn't shut people out. It doesn't make you difficult. Or it doesn't reject collaboration. It actually keeps the work healthy, makes the work sustainable, and protects the conditions that make collaboration possible. And I should also mention, when I'm talking about a no, it's not a no full stop. That's not what boundaries are. Sometimes it is saying yes, and a little bit extra, like yes, and here's what that means for our priorities. Yes, and we'll need support to make space for this new work. Yes, as long as we adjust timelines. Not right now, but here's when we can. Or, this isn't a great fit, but here's another option. Boundaries communicate partnership, not avoidance. They also model something vital to the culture around you, that real collaboration requires honesty, that innovation requires capacity, and that your team's well-being matters just as much as the organization's ambitions. Saying yes to everything is easy, but it is so damaging. Saying no, thoughtfully, transparently, and with intention, is the work of leadership. Or one of those examples I gave you with yes, and here's the impacts. Communication is key here. So our question today for the mini episode is, how do we maintain our openness to work and support others while defending our team's workload? First, we need to make priorities transparent. Your yeses and nos should be contextual, not personal. Share your team's current focus, bandwidth, commitments with your partners and colleagues. When others understand the load, your boundaries feel aligned, not obstructive. A transparent roadmaps are great for communication. It turns no's from a rejection into a shared decision. Another thing we can do is use yes and. Seems very much like an improv class, right? Use yes and as a default collaboration tool. Instead of saying no outright, expand the conversation. Yes, and we'll need to adjust deadlines. Yes, and we'll need help reallocating responsibilities. Yes, and can we explore whether this is the highest priority right now? This keeps you open, keeps you curious, keeps you collaborative without sacrificing your team. And last, we can ask clarifying questions before we commit. A premature yes is where overcommitment begins. So ask, what does success look like? What's the timeline? What are the consequences if we don't take this on? How does this align with our current priorities? You're just getting curious, which is a cornerstone of leadership. It is so vital to be curious. Let me reiterate that. Questions turn assumptions into clarity, and clarity helps you make decisions that respect both relationships and workload. Now, to be clear, as leaders, we won't always be able to avoid saying yes. We won't. A lot of organizations, a lot of cultures almost make it feel like if you don't say yes, you're in trouble. It's a career-limiting move. And I mean, we're saying yes to things that don't align. But by being transparent, saying yes and being curious, it provides context that can lead to a constructive conversation in doing the work the right way. Your team will appreciate it, their mental health will appreciate it, and you'll be demonstrating your leadership in these situations. That's the way to approach it. And that brings us to a close for another mini episode of Relationships at Work, the leadership podcast helping you build workplace connection, improve that workplace culture, and avoid those workplace blind spots. I'm Russel Lolacher, always appreciative of your time, your interest, your curiosity. Please reach out if you have any feedback, comments, concerns, suggestions, whatever. I'll take it all. Get me at hello@russellolacher.com. That's hello@russellolacher.com. It's the best way to reach out to me. You can find me on social too. I'm pretty easy to access there. But yeah, love to hear from you because that's how the show improves. And I'm here to improve the show not only for myself, because I'm learning here a lot too, but also for you as one of the key listeners on this journey. Okay, we'll talk to you again soon. Take care.